Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Game From Scratch, and today we're looking at a classic Canadian 2 for A, in that we're going to look at a beginner project for Unreal Engine and one for Unity. And there's never been a better time to start learning these game engines. They have got such great learning materials out there, and they're straight from the horse's mouth. So we're going to be looking at this project that you see right here. This is a micro game for the Unity game engine. As you may be able to tell, it is Lego themed, and then we are also going to take a look at this project. This is Unreal Engine based, and this one is part of the Hour of Code. So let us go back. We're first going to look at Unity's version here, and both of these are aimed at getting people up and started. This one here is a sequence of tutorials. You can see over here down the side tab, we have a number of different tutorials here. The idea behind this one is it's more or less a game of learning how to make games by modding an existing game. So you're going to walk through and use prefabbed pieces. You've got a number of different scenes here. We got a tutorial scene here. We have things like menu scenes like so. Let me just get over here so you can actually see it. There we go. We got menus here. We got tutorials basically on walking you through going through this. And we've got a set of 4 different micro games. By the way, if you want to learn Unity, there are a number of different micro games available out there. These are just small self-contained game projects that you can learn from. Here, for example, is the Cannonball Bingo. We've got Pandemonium. We have Pirate Plunder, and then we have the Evil Machine. So what you can do basically is take all these various different pieces together and organize them into different things, the different projects and different scenes and so on. Here is probably where you want to start. This is the tutorial project, like so. And as I mentioned, there are step-by-step guides to walk you through how to do things. Now, what you're going to find with this particular project, it is organized into a number of different assets. I'll show you how to go ahead and create this project in just a minute. But you see here, we've got it broken down. We've got a number of different predefined Lego pieces. So we've got Lego models here. For example, we got various different bricks. We got buildings pre-made. So you can see over here, you can see what it looks like over there. So you can start basically bringing these into your world and organizing them as you want. So if your world needs a mountain, you can bring in a mountain. It is a selection of Lego bricks. We've also got some tools for doing things like placement of your Lego pieces into the world. Now, in terms of the game logic itself, generally that is organized into a selection of scripts. So let's go ahead. We'll open up one of those simpler projects here. So let's go back here to scenes, for example, and let's go Evil Machine. We're not going to save my wonderful new mountain. All right, so here we go. So here is one of the projects, and here is our main player. So we're going to go ahead and select that guy right there. All right, I'll select it over here. Player minifig, like so. And what you're going to see is the way things are implemented here is as a collection of scripts. So you're mostly working with what they've got. This is more of a modding project than a here's how you make things from scratch project. But you can obviously jump into their source code. So everything here is controlled. This is a C# script that's been attached here for controlling your main character. Number of variables are exposed, so you've got jumping, gravity, acceleration, and so on. So if you just want to tweak how things perform, you can normally just modify the parameters into the script. But if you really want, you can open up the scripts. So as you see here, there are a number of different scripts available. Double click that, so we are now loading up Visual Studio. So here you can see the minifig controller. This is your character controller. Here's all of the code behind it. So the nice thing is the tutorials walk you through what a lot of this stuff is. It's more about modding things. Let's see over here, we've got things like getting started, adding a platform, activating the elevator, change the wind condition, add an enemy, customizing your game, modding your game, build and publish, and so on. So that is the Unity example. We'll get back to some of the documents in just a second, all the things you'll need to go ahead and create these. But if you want to start with this one, the nice thing with the Unity example is it is probably one of the easiest to start with. This is the Unity Hub. If you haven't installed Unity already, this is what you use to install Unity and create new projects and so on. But you can switch over here to the Learn tab, and you're going to notice here you can basically create the Lego micro game. Just go ahead and download that one, open it up, and you've created a new project. There's also one for first-person shooters, karting, and so on. We've also got some more resources for learning Unity. We'll get back to those in just a second, but now we're going to switch over to Unreal Engine. Now here's Unreal Engine's equivalent. This was released in the middle of December for the Hour of Code, an incentive program for trying to get people into the world of programming. This is a number of 1-hour lessons for teaching you how to use Unreal Engine. And this is the sandbox for that particular thing. We do a number of different activities as we move through the game world. This one here is implemented. You'll notice this one's kind of set up for instructor based. So you see here, there's the teacher stuff here, but you can basically ignore that and learn as you wish. So you come in here, your Hour of Code, all the various different things that go together to make the things are in here. So your various different platforms are available there. All the textures are set up for you. We've got a couple of different maps for different levels. So here is level 1. All right, so there we go. Very simple and straightforward. And you move on to level 2, and then finally you complete the level Hour of Code world, and that is everything that you've learned put together to make this particular game. On top of that, back to the root of this directory here, you'll notice here is the third-person BP, BP being Blueprint. This is the visual programming language used in Unreal Engine. Here you can see, like we saw over in the Unity example where we used that C# script to control our character, here is our main character. And this is a collection of a number of different things. So you've got the model, the character, all those things that go together, the camera for it, the movement controls, and then here we have the logic controlling our character. Things like handling gamepad input, mouse input, sprinting, dying, activity 5, and so on. So this is the character controller in your scene. You got a couple of other relevant ones here. So we go back here to the Hour of Code. We'll go into blueprints, and you're going to see various different pieces throughout the world. So we've got checkpoints and so on, jump pads, locked doors, and everything else. So if we pick one of these up, you can see here, just jump into it, and you can see the blueprint logic for controlling that particular thing. I forget what I opened. Oh, a checkpoint. So you can see here, when you touch it, so on overlap, that means that the person collided with this particular shape. We do some testing, we change the color of the checkpoint, and play a sound. So you kind of got well documented in terms of what's going on here, but you've got two different approaches. Blueprints on the world of Unreal Engine, and then C# in the world of Unity. But for the most part, it's a lot of modding here. So you don't actually have to start writing this code in either example. It's more of a playground for you to go into, start figuring things out, and kind of get your hands dirty working with both tools. So that is the hands-on side of things. Again, this one is just a straight project. You import it. We'll go look at the asset side of things right now. But if you're looking to learn either tool, both these are really nice. You know, they're aimed at teens kind of being instructed, but there's no age limit on this stuff. So it doesn't really matter what age you are. These are good introductory approaches, and modding has always been a great way to learn how to use game engines, how to work on this stuff, etc. So, if you are interested, first thing we've got here is the Lego micro game. As I mentioned earlier on, you create it using the Unity Hub. Now, interestingly enough, there's a little bit of ageism going on here. If you want to go ahead and create one of these things, you open the project, it's age-gated. I gotta assume this has something to do with the Lego tie-in, but you gotta come in here and put your date of birth in, and it's gonna create the project for you. But interestingly enough, if you are from 1899, you cannot play. So people out there that are currently 120 years or older, yeah, you're being locked off. But this one's, in the Unity stuff, easiest by far to get started because all you need to do is have the Unity Hub installed, which you're going to have anyways. So as you can see here, it is a selection of courses. There are more courses than what you saw linked inside of the Unity game engine, but again, there is this convenient table of contents over here to walk you through the process. So you don't necessarily have to come over to here to get more details of this. But if you're interested, what we're looking at here is a section of tutorials available over on Unity Learn. So if the Unity, say the Lego game isn't your jam, you may want to come over here anyways. Learn.unity.com, available here in your browser. And this is completely free now, by the way, is a great getting started thing. You've got a ton of different tutorials, courses, kits, everything else to get going. And what we are looking at is the Lego micro game. So there's a ton in here. If you need to learn more, you need to learn about a specific thing, you will probably find it here. There are a number of different search criteria and ways of going about things. If you log in, give your account information, it will track where you currently are in the tutorial series. You got text and video to guide you through things. Great resource for learning Unity. Now we're going over to the Unreal Engine side of things. This works slightly different. What you need to do is download this particular project. By the way, I will have links to everything relevant in the linked article down below. So you want to check out the Unreal Engine Hour of Code stuff. What you want to do is basically download this project right here, and then in the Epic Games Launcher, which, like the Unity Hub, is required to get started with Unreal Engine, you will notice you have the library section. Head on down and you will now notice there is the Unreal Engine Hour of Code project right here. Just go ahead and create a project. That will create a new project for you. Just open that up and then you will be at this point, and you can go from there. Now, in terms of the course material for Unreal Engine, they have a step-by-step course. It's broken down into, I think, 5 hours of coding. You see here, you've got a lesson plan, a student guide, and a teacher's guide, where most of you are going to be students. What you're going to want to do is go into the student guide. You've got this PDF that basically step-by-step instructions of how things work. This is your guidance. This is your, basically materials to walk you through it. There is the equivalent for teachers as well. Now, on the Unreal Engine side of things, you're not on your own either. They also have their own learning portal. It is available at unrealengine.com/your country code/online learning courses. Or I think there's a better name out there anyways, but you come in here, you're going to find the same thing. You've got a number of different courses out there. Search for different criteria. You're going to have a ton of materials in here to learn from as well. But the nice thing here, between the two projects, between the Lego micro game and the Hour of Code that we've got here for Unreal Engine, those are both focused 100% on complete new beginners. So they will walk you through learning the tools, learning the environment, everything you need to go. So again, this is the first one. This is the Unreal Engine Hour of Code entry, broken down into about 5 different lessons. You can actually tell by going in here, Hour of Code, into maps. You're going to see lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4, and lesson 5, and then of course putting it all together. And you can just sort of just come in here and start digging into things like the blueprints of things that are here, and they'll kind of, you can get, without even going through lessons, you can see a lot of how these things work, especially like I said, if you go in here to the third-person blueprint, and then this guy right here, you got a full character controller, kind of walks you through how to, have this guy in the world that you're ultimately going to control. So if I come back here and we hit play on this guy, this guy right here that we're controlling here, that I'm using the WASD keys to control, it is the blueprint character controller that is controlling that. And then in the case of Unreal Engine, this guy right here is instead being controlled by this script, or the connection of scripts that are connected to it. They both give you a number of building blocks to get up and going. You can mod your way in, kind of slowly just start playing with the finished results, tweak things around, change some parameters, and then as you get more and more comfortable with the tools and what you're working with, so instead of just changing gravity here, or his movement speeds, or whatever on this thing, or the various different properties, then you can start, bringing things into your world, bringing in these Lego contraptions or whatever. So I can drop an elevator into the world, and then we can, there is predefined scripts here controlling how that elevator is going to behave. And the cool thing is, again, with both of these, you have guided learning materials that walk you through how to make things more and more complicated, and then you just kind of build from there. And then once you've successfully modded a game, maybe it's time to, start your own. And that's the entire idea behind both this project and this project, and they're both excellent learning resources. It's amazing the amount of material we have out there available for us. But if you've been looking at starting with either Unreal Engine or Unity, these are 2 great starting points, and they both have their own learning portals behind them, all of which will be linked down below if you want to check out and learn more. So if you're looking for something to start coding with Game Engine and you want to pick with one of the 2 most populars, I just gave you 2 great resources. Let me know what you think, comments down below, and I will talk to you all later. Goodbye.